Hey, what up, dogs? Welcome back to Garo Clicker Heroes. Rawr, let's get right back into it, shall we? Last episode, we left off with Betty Clicker gilded, and just thought we'd see how far she'd go without any help from anything, and just having her gilded, and that's it. Well, you know, I was gonna start the episode like around the time where Betty Clicker is just like supposed to like slow down, and like we'd show that and see her transition from like giving Wepa Wet 1500 and see all that, except I didn't think it was necessary because like literally there was zero slowdown. Like Betty Clicker, straight gilded, just fucking tore ass all the way through the 1500 levels of Wepa Wet. And I'm not even like, oh, it was close, I had to like level up 25 at a time. Honestly, like I could have just not been like paying attention to the game at all, and it would have still been totally fine. It's flabbergasting. There we go. See, look at that. Even what's it called? Outside of idle mode, we're still killing these dudes in like instantaneously. It's like, it's crazy. So yeah, Betty Clicker, good on guilds. Honestly, what I'm thinking now is how about we just keep the guilds on King Midas? I mean, like, we're going to be like pumping 187 trillion, you know, hero souls worth of levels into our ancients at the end of this ascension, so it's gonna give us like a huge fucking DPS boost, obviously. So I mean, might as fucking well use that so that we could just gain some extra DPS, and then see if that'll help with King Midas being being gilded. That way we don't have to switch from like Betty Clicker to King Midas, or Wepa Wet to Betty Clicker to King Midas. Just keep it on King Midas. You see what I'm saying? So let's see if that happens. Now remember, it does take like a lot of effort to do that, because as opposed to hold on. We're back in idle mode. Let me just level up a little bit here, and then pop the gold. Yeah, see, much more money that way. There we go. Much better. Okay, this will buy us some time. 30 minutes. Perfect. So yeah, it's, once again, it's much more difficult to do that. One, because you have to, you know, level up Wepa Wet to 2000 instead of 1500 before you start doing optimal DPS. And two, because at least Betty Clicker has some DPS increases. She's got, what, like 20 or 40? Like 80% DPS increase on her own. Technically that 80% is also applied to King Midas though, so I guess it doesn't really make a difference. It's just, it's a perceived difference. But yeah, King Midas, like himself, has 0% DPS increase, not even like the kind that Betty has, the one where it's like all the heroes go up, not just her. So it's a little bit more difficult to orchestrate that, even though like I'm pretty sure mathematically it doesn't like matter that much. But regardless, there's not even like a feigned, you know, sort of the thing going on there. So yeah, King Midas, a lot more difficult to just keep gilded than Betty Clicker, but I feel like we're gonna be able to do it. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to do in the next ascension. Just keep King Midas gilded. Makes sense. King Midas, the king who could turn things to gold and such, is going to be gilded. Hilariously enough. He is gilded right now. But regardless, yes, that's what we're going to do. I'll tell you what. Something interesting happened right before I started recording. I popped a relic quest. I think it was like Leroy Jenkins. Oh, it's another Leroy Jenkins. Look at that. How many Leroy Jenkinses have I killed? Let's just check. Mercenaries. Leroy Jenkins is buried. 3. This will be the 4th. There you go. But hey, Hoozle. So I popped a relic quest. It was a pretty small relic quest too, and he's like not leveled up really high, which is I was surprised it paid out at all. And it paid out with something real nice. The Blade of Souls, you guide. This is a rusty Sword of Souls. This is the Rune Blade of Souls. And so we got rid of the last one in the thing here. I think it was some sort of ring or something of souls. And oh, no. It wasn't of souls because Atman was like the third one from the top. So it only had like a 3.3 something. This guy's got 5.49 to Atman. And check out the secondary one. It's fucking Solomon, dog. Get a little extra Solomon levels up in this bitch. That's super nice. That's awesome sauce, nice and sauce. Awesome, nice and sauce is what that is. Let's just do one of those. My God. But oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right. But yes. So yeah, got a new relic. I leveled it up. Next one is 5,300 Forge Cores, which I will definitely use on him because everyone else needs 8,000. At this point, I believe 8,000, and Rusty is 8,000 as well. Yep. They're all pretty low leveled, actually. Well, these guys are, just this guy's low leveled, the 4.3 to Abon, which makes sense. Some of these are like way more powerful than it. Because I believe Rusty Sword of Souls is one of the first ones I received from like the beginning of this transcension, from like, one of the first ascensions that I did. Super useful. So yeah, but I you know, eventually I'm probably gonna get rid of that for another thing. Let's get 178. That's pretty good. Look at that salt, like fucking awesome, dude. Some of these like secondary ones like Morgulus and Hecaton share, kind of Revolk. Revolk still helps out, but still kind of that as well. But like the secondary ones are kind of shitty. This is the first Atman main that has a secondary one that's actually not shitty. It's pretty fucking good. I like it a lot. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, speaking of which. Fucking, look at this shit. I think this happened last episode. I just didn't acknowledge it. I just sort of did it and then fucking continued on with the episode. But holy shit, Mr. Game On here coming in for the clutch. I kind of feel I have to say something. So excuse me as I type in a congratulatory or thank you note to Mr. Game On. Send that through. Okay, and I just want to see. Today's Immortal was level 186. We've dumbed down Immortals quite a bit. For like I believe we're all the way up to like 250 or something. Which, crazy, but I'm not sure if Game On actually killed this one in a single click. That's the difficult thing to understand. So if he did, then we'd probably jump up 10 levels in the next, like, tomorrow, like, in 5.5 hours when it refreshes the Immortal. But if he didn't, he'll go up to 187. What I'm hoping is that he did kill it in one click, and then he'll kill the next one in one click, and so on and so forth until he's the greatest man alive, because Game On is the fucking boss bitch. Yes, sir. Just leveling up King Midas. Gonna eat lots of penis with King Midas. Alright, so I believe I've talked about the movie The Promise on a previous episode. Very recent too, actually. Which, you know, still go watch. It's a great movie. But text. All right. But I'm gonna go see it again with some friends tonight. So some like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 other friends tonight. So it's like 6 people total, including me. Because today I'm recording on Armenian Remembrance Day, April 24th. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it's my duty to inform all of my friends about all of this stuff. So I shall. I shall bring them to see the movie. I've been reading reviews on it, which, you know, don't do because because most of them are, you know, pressured to say all that stuff because of Turkey, obviously. But hey, so I did, however, see some of the reviews, and I agree with a few of them. Okay, the negative ones, I mean, where, like, the fucking movie's great. It's just the weird, like, love triangle that they tried to, like, incorporate between, you know, Oscar Isaac, Christian Bale, and Charlotte LeBon was kind of like, you know, it was a little flimsy, you know, it's a little flimsy love triangle. But, you know, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I believe it works because, like, if you remember, these people are Armenian, and Armenians are, what's it called, what's the word? Not stoic. They're just like, they're very family oriented, you know. And to have like an affair is like it's like such a huge deal. It's like the hugest deal. I would have loved to see Oscar Isaac make it into a huger deal. But at the same time, I understand that also the fucking, you know, the culture doesn't always come out unless it's like, because he's Colombian, I believe, Colombian, like Nicaragua or Venezuela or something along those lines. Or no, I think it's not Colombian, it is Nicaragua, Venezuela. But the point is he's not Armenian, and it's written for like an Armenian audience who understands Armenian characters, and it's a very like un-Armenian thing to do to like have an affair, but at the same time it was a very Armenian thing to after the affair just, you know, feel extra super incredibly guilty about it, and then continue on with your previous, you know, promise. It's the name of the fucking movie, promise to marry the woman you are betrothed to and have children. The fact that shit doesn't really pan out is also like a very important part of the movie, which you just gotta check it out, man. Just watch the goddamn movie. It's a great movie. But I will tell you, I completely understand that most American audiences just cannot comprehend the complex emotions that go into the quote-unquote love triangle that happened between those 3 characters, because love triangles don't really exist in Armenian culture. And so, like, at which they totally portrayed as just being like, just a thing that like happened outside of normal behavior. Even Christian Bale sort of almost like like acknowledges it too. It's not that he's like mad that his, you know, Charlotte LeBon, you know, spoiler alert, slept with Oscar Isaac's character, but it's just that he was confounded by it, and that he personally actually, it looked like that he didn't even believe it himself, just because he knew that he was betrothed to someone else at the time. So it's just like very un-Armenian like situation, just crazy. You know, but once again, yeah, the movie is about not just the love that they all share together for one another, because Christian Bale has no problems with Oscar Isaac. You know, and they understand that he understands that they're both Armenians, so there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of feelings there just from being of the same culture or the same, like, minority group. But also, yeah, just, it's interesting, man. You gotta check it out. Sorry, I was talking about The Promise to lead up to me talking about Rogue One, which I just recently saw. But I guess I don't have any time to do it in this episode. So you know, stick around, stay tuned for the next episode where I give my sort of almost kind of review on Rogue One. Because you know, all we're really doing is filling time here, leveling up King Midas to see if he ever slows down at all. Which I mean, I don't know, man. Should it happen anytime soon? That's for the history books to figure out. But other than that, I'll be here. You'll be here. We'll have a good time next time on Garo Attacks 30 Heroes. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out.